Salvete omnes, nomen mihi est Canicus, vel Caniculus. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the DDO code experiment. I have an action point. What do I want to do with my action point? Let's go ahead and get Tempest started. Okay. So, it is time to continue on with our feather run. Let's get Dryad out. Okay, and off we go. Now, do you need a horse? You don't need one, but since you can keep on the Borderlands, the Borderlands quest for free, and it just takes a little bit of time to run through and get a horse, there's really no reason not to. If you have friends, this can go much faster. I'm kind of a cantankerous loner, so I rarely do this with friends, but I was able to do this with my daughter when I already have a horse and pass her the tokens, and it really doesn't take very long if you have two people. In theory, you could multi-box it, and just leave a couple of alts at the keep. I mean, I guess you could do that. I suppose I probably shouldn't encourage that. It just occurred to me that that's a thing a human being could do. Clearly, I'm not doing that. This is a game meant to be played with friends, so I would like to encourage you to do that. Alright, not there. I would encourage you to play with friends, not multi-box. To my knowledge, there's no rule against multi-boxing, but I'm not necessarily offering that up as a solution to your DDO problems either. The most multi-boxing you'll see me do is passing items between characters on the same server before I get shared storage. That's the most I'll do. And I won't even have multiple characters on servers for a while. I mean, I'll have probably a favor runner on each server until I have gotten the bulk of that experience done, or that favor done, and then I'll just have a server where I have a favor runner. You can certainly play this game how you like. you may want to just
dense webs cover the trees.
make one
in this
character,
dark and
play that
isolated
character.
gorge.
I'm out of ammo. Oh my goodness. I sat there thinking, I'm going to be okay, right? Alright, let's short sort it up. Get some bolts. Alright, we'll see how this goes. My strength is not negative, so that's something. I am level 2, and this is a level 1 area. That should help me stay alive. But I really don't want to waste the time. I think I'll be alright. See, if I had recalled, I wouldn't have gotten this feather. I am now just over half. I had 7, now I have 8. Crest is over here. So if you don't know what I'm doing, I am using the interactable targeting button, which I think is like delete or something by default. I'm not really sure. For me, it is mapped to my select key on my joystick, or my gamepad rather. So I am using, I might have mentioned this already, but I'm using an 8-bit DDO. I think it's just called the Pro 2. Just came in the mail the other day. It is very nice, very comfortable. It's kind of like, imagine taking a PlayStation controller and making the face of the controller look like a Super Nintendo controller. And that's basically what we got. But it's dual sticks. It has all the buttons. It even has 2 buttons on the back that can be mapped to other buttons, but not independently, which is unfortunate. Hopefully a firmware update will come along and fix that. It would be really nice to have another couple of buttons, but as it stands, DDO doesn't recognize some of these extra buttons. So there's already 2 buttons on the front, 2 small little like menu buttons, and DDO doesn't seem to recognize them at all. So that's kind of its own problem. I'm not going to blame 8-bit DDO for a 15-year-old MMO not having proper gamepad support. If I run across like a dagger or something, I might go ahead and dual wield.
With the keep under siege, the local lizard folk have grown bold. They've built a camp down by the water, right in the center of the valley.
Camp down by the water. Makes me think of van down by the river. Quest is over here. Crest is over here, not quest. I can speak English. So these monsters have a limited area that they can cover, and they'll chase you out of it. But if you see a kind of a yellowish gold sort of circle hexagon over their heads, that means they've gotten out of their area, and they're gonna either teleport back to their area or walk back, and they'll leave you alone after that. So if you can outrun them, they will go away, at least in these explorer areas.
This was once a great and impressive tower, but it was reduced to rubble in a battle long ago.
Nope, it's not there. It doesn't look like it's there either. There it is. There's the third crest. We go in here. We want to go this way. Came out of that a little differently than I normally do. Yeah, this is right. So you can walk through this body of water relatively easily. It does slow you down a little bit. This one on the left you have to swim through, so I skirt around that one. And then go this way for Pinchy. Now, you might think it's easier to go over there for Long Talon. You might be right. But I always go over this way to see if Pinchy's here. Pinchy is not here. I don't see Long Talon either, so I'm going to go across the way over here. I like playing Ranger. Ranger is very versatile. Am I doing the most damage possible with this longsword? Absolutely not. But you know what? It's doing the job. That's all I can ask of it right now. Although I have realized that this is going to get slightly more complicated here in a little bit. So far, I haven't really been getting into fights with large groups of monsters, and that is definitely going to change by the time I get down to my way back from that gravesite. So, we'll see. Alright, good, this guy's here. This is the most I've seen him. I don't normally see him very often. Ooh, arrows. Sweet. And a feather token. We're at 9, everybody. We are at 9. Time to switch back. Let's... Alright. Just need to be a little conservative. Try and hit our target. Unlike that, that was the opposite of what I was trying to do. I said hit the target, and then I immediately missed. That is how good I am. Sagittarius sum. I am an archer. So a bow in Latin is arcus. A-R-C-U-S, arcus. And I'm pretty sure that's where we get archer. So in English, we talk about somebody based off of them using the bow. This is the first time we've seen this rare on this account. In Latin, an arrow is sagitta. And so in Latin, a sagittarius is somebody who uses arrows. So we say archer, but they say arrow shooter. You might think that is the dullest piece of information you've ever heard, but I think it's fascinating. One of the things that I really like about learning another language, and I am still very much learning Latin, is seeing a window into how people think. There are a lot of times where my students, I teach Latin, my students will ask about a word. I had one ask me about the word spooky, which is appropriate for night revels. I can't find a word for spooky, not in that way. There's just kind of fear and abject terror. Like they don't really have mildly creepy, you know, something that you don't find dangerous but stirs the hair on the back of your neck, you know, that kind of thing. Gives you the chills when you're not cold. They don't really have a word for that. Ooh, got this one too. So the only one we haven't seen yet, I believe, is the Scarecrow. Another Mantle of Gentle Descent, and I believe we're at 10 feathers, and my inventory is full. Yep, we're at 10 feathers. Now I'm going to recall. I'm going to buy some more arrows while I'm at it, but I definitely need to clean out my inventory. Oh, I dropped the crest. I'll live with that. That was a little foolish of me to not take advantage of that, but it'll be all right. All right, that'll just have to be okay. Okay. So we have a little bit of repair to do. I do not need shields. I do not need orbs. Do not need a bastard sword. I'm not going to get Kopesh. I've been using this. I have Mantle of Gentle Descent on. No. I honestly never use potions. I don't say never, but I very rarely use. Alright, I've leached. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. So we are now shifting our priorities. Gratias vobis ago. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave me a helpful comment. As of this recording, and hopefully this video will go up soon, I am still interested in hearing from people who may want to do a static group, so please let me know in the comments if that is you. And when I see you next time, we're going to do some Borderlands quests, because I need to get to level 3 so I can get rid of this stuff. So, si waletis, ego valeo valete.